everyone, I'm doing another video. And as you can see, it's Red Glasses time, so we're going to be talking about kind of political stuff today. I'm starting kind of a new series, but I only really have like one episode planned out because it'll just kind of, I'll just get more episodes as more things arise. This is the Trends I Don't Like series. And this is the first episode, and today we are going to be talking about feather hair extensions and TOMS. And I'm not doing this video to like badmouth how anything looks or call anything tacky or anything like that. This is more of like my moral issues with certain trends that are arising. Also, I'm kind of trying different lighting, so you should let me know if this works better than the other one, because I felt like when I had the light right in my face, it was washing me out, but that when I have it behind my mirror, I look just kind of normal. So you should just let me know, like, if this lighting works better. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start off with feather hair extensions. Now, I've seen these everywhere on YouTube. A lot of my friends are wearing them, and they've gotten pretty popular, but there is, for me, a couple issues with these. And the first one is that a lot of these feathers are real feathers, and a lot of those feathers are coming from rooster farms, and these places aren't nice. These places are places where, like, animals are getting tortured, and they're killed for their feathers. Like, it's not a happy place, and I don't think we as humans have the right to exploit any animal just so we can have something pretty in our hair. Now, if you have feather extensions that are big feathers, I think that's awesome, because I think that they're really cute, or if you find like a feather that was on the ground and you clean it and you use that for a feather hair extension, that's a really good idea. But I think when you're buying like real feather hair extensions from the salon, you have to think about what kind of whose life has suffered so that you can get that. And to be honest, I recommend just not buying real feather hair extensions at all, because, I mean, no matter what, when you buy them, you're supporting these kind of, like, awful, cruel practices to animals. And that, to me, just isn't fair. It's a little less, to me, this issue is slightly less complicated than the sweatshop issue, because not buying animal products really can help in the short run and the long run. Anyway, okay, so that's the first reason why I don't like feather hair extensions. The second reason is cultural appropriation, which I mean by that is when people of one culture take something from a different culture. I'm not entirely sure if this is the actual definition, but this is just how I understand it. So when people from one culture take something from a different culture without giving reverence or credit to it, and it just kind of is, like, kind of gets assimilated into culture. And so the thing with the feather hair extensions is automatically I think of Native American tribes, and I think of, like, suffering and that kind of stuff. And I feel like when we put feathers in our hair, especially, I think especially if you're white, I think it can be kind of problematic to not think about the culture that those feather hair extensions came from. And so that's kind of the other big issue I have with it, is just I don't feel comfortable me being not from that culture wearing something from another culture without, you know, very, like, explicitly giving reverence to that culture or trying to reference that specific culture, as opposed to just being like, oh, this is just a cool new thing that's just happening. No, we have to recognize where things come from, and I think that's just part of, you know, being a community, and, you know, being like a world community, is recognizing where things come from and where cultures and traditions come from. Like, I'm not saying that you can't be inspired by other cultures. I'm saying give credit to those cultures, pretty much. Okay, so those are the two things with feather hair extensions. The next thing is TOMS, which is probably going to surprise a lot of you, because everyone loves TOMS, because when you buy one pair of shoes, another pair gets sent to needy kids in Argentina. However, this TOMS is a lot more complicated than it makes itself out to be. Number one, TOMS is not fair trade. fair trade doesn't even mean a whole lot, but it definitely means you're, at the very least, pretending to live up to certain standards of, like, human rights, minimum wage, keeping your workers safe, not giving them too many, like, not forcing too many hours on them. No. Tom's shoes are made in sweatshops. Plain and simple. And no matter what they're doing with the shoes, they're made by other really needy people that could seriously use the money going from those shoes, and instead they're making twice as many shoes. And to me, it just doesn't make sense how Tom's can make itself out to be this wonderful, great company and make their shoes in sweatshops. It just doesn't make sense. And I think if Tom's wanted to do it right, they would have been fair trade from the beginning. And so far, they haven't done it yet. As far as I know, if someone has seen them, like, suddenly make a big announcement and decide that they're going fair trade, let me know, and I will edit this video. But as far as I know, they're not fair trade. Number 2, people in Argentina have shoes. They actually do. This isn't whatever the man who started Tom's saw. Like, people in Argentina, they have shoes. They have shoe stores. Often children don't wear their shoes outside because they're saving their shoes for school, and often kids in Argentina are supposed to wear shoes to school, so they mostly save them for school. And I've seen a lot of pictures on the internet of Tom's being, like, piled around, like, just in piles in, like, local towns in Argentina, or in small towns in Argentina, rather, where there's just, like, piles of shoes everywhere that no one's wearing and no one wants. So Tom's is kind of taking away business from local shoe stores instead of helping the communities get on their feet. If they had a program where you bought the shoes and then some of the money went towards helping organizations that already exist in Argentina, things like that, like helping them build their own community instead of us forcing our help on them, I think that would be a lot better. And I think that there's kind of an arrogance behind Tom's where it's like, let the rich Western culture go help the poor, needy, underprivileged culture that's like the primitive culture kind of thing. And I don't think that's right. I feel like it's kind of gross and paternal, honestly. So Tom's are incredibly cute shoes, and if you like them because they're cute, go ahead and wear them. Like, that's totally fine. If you're gonna buy shoes that are made in sweatshops already, like, don't pretend you're doing it for a good cause, I guess. Like, they're cute shoes, and if you want to buy them because they're cute, that's fine. But if you want to buy shoes in order to, like, be a good person, I guess, or do a good deed, go to a thrift store like Salvation Army, where the money goes to stop human trafficking. Do something like that'd be a good place to buy your shoes if you want to do a good deed by buying something. But as far as Tom's go, I'm sorry, it's kind of a no-go for me. Like I said, I'm not poo-pooing anyone who wears them. Like I said, they're really cute. I totally understand that. Like, there's nothing wrong with buying cute shoes. I just want to make sure people understand the reality of what Tom's really is, honestly. So anyway, I know that this video is kind of negative and this series is kind of negative, but as people who love fashion and love makeup and love beauty and beauty culture and everything like it, we have to recognize the problematic things that come along with being a Westerner and being a consumerist country and being a consumerist culture. And that's just part of becoming a better culture, is recognizing the problems that we have. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it gets you all thinking, and just talking and examining the things you buy and stuff. Anyway, I hope you all have a really wonderful day, and please comment and subscribe if you haven't. Alright, see you guys.